Hey everybody, how's it going? It's time. This time we have um, some more Age of Empires leagues, and we have some hyper random up first. So that's exciting. Let's get it going, shall we? So hyper random is even more random than mega random, and yeah, this map is extra random, but it looks super interesting. Um, Man, I wish I could get generations like this, just totally different. But Hyper Random isn't in like the ranked map pool, so I hardly ever get to do it. But anyways, so Age of Empires 2 leagues, each player has picked a home map, and this is the home map of Air Kamayu. All right. Uh, Air Kamayu is rated about 2K, or not 2K. 16. Sorry, 16K 1v1 elo, and they chose this map for their home map. So they are ready for the chaos, and I am ready for the chaos. And I wasn't expecting there to be this much differentness than normal. Um, so bans for this map were Mongols and Persians. Neither player was allowed to pick Mongols or Persians. I think those are some really good bans. Mongols with their hunt. I feel like there's usually enough hunt for Mongols to be dangerous in these random maps. Uh, and Persians with their faster working town center. Just very flexible. Also, the free 50 wood and food at the start of the game is nothing to sneeze at either. Just very smooth civ. So, those are the bans. What we've picked here is Lithuanians versus Byzantines. Now, if I didn't know what the map was going to look like, which that is the case for Hyperandom, I would give the edge to Byzantines. I feel like they are the more flexible civ. So if a lot of water showed up, give the edge to Byzantines. Um, but knowing that the map looks like this, how many relics do we have? I think relic numbers can change too. There's only 4 relics. So yeah, I still give the edge to the Byzantines because 2 of them are right next to the Byzantine players, so it would be very difficult for our green or Lithuanian player to get 4 relics or even 3 relics. And I usually, if I'm the Lithuanians, I want to see myself get at least 3 relics. I think that's putting yourself in a really solid position. That's when the latest really start to get OP, I think. Not OP, but strong, you know? Very good units. Um, but we'll see. This is Air Camus' home map, so he must be prepared for the chaos. And chaos there is. Both players started with a trade cart. Let's look at their scouting. Oh, and right away, we've already found the market in the middle of the map. Just a neutral market. And both players have found the market, but instead of trading with the market, with their starting trading cart, X Raven has opted to do some extra scouting. So we'll see if that makes a difference, the little bit of extra gold. that Air Camu is going to get, or the little bit of extra information that X Raven's going to get. Already seeing some different choices. But Air Camu's up real early. Oh, I forgot to introduce X Raven, our blue player in the blue, X Raven. All right, playing as the Byzantines, X Raven is rated also 1600. So we should have ourselves a pretty competitive game. Again, I give the Civ advantage to X Raven. Byzantines, just those cheaper camels are going to be really nice against a cavalry Civ like Lithuanians. But we'll see what he's going to do with this very quick feudal time. Looks like a scout rush. Okay, so we have lots of vision, but not vision on the opponent. X-Raven has no idea. Well, they could probably predict their scout rush is coming, but they have no confirmation. And there comes the first scout. There comes the second scout. Let's see what happens. We're about to see the first clash between these two titans. Oh, and both players also started with the mule cart this game. I forgot to mention that. That is very different as well. I love mule carts. Okay, so he found them. Doesn't want to go in until he's got some extra support. But that might give him time to get quick walled. We'll see. Yep, here come the quick walls. And it's not going to be so easy to get into those villagers. He'd have to go underneath the town center. Looking for damage elsewhere. We're up to 3 scouts. Forthcoming. And a 5th in queue. But will they find damage? We have some very nice walls. X-Raven is very well protected. This might just be a waste of food, folks. All he needs is a couple spears, 2-3 spears right here in this gap. And you good. He's making his own scouts, actually. Interesting. The numbers are there, though. Numbers are there for Air Camu. Neither have gotten any upgrades yet. So it's just a pure numbers game. Who is going to field more units and also control those units? With all the spearmen, you got to give the edge to X-Raven. I wouldn't want to go in against this group with just scouts. You kidding me? Scouts without foraging? Heck no. No way. Oh, and there's skirms, though. He's got skirms to deal with the spears. We'll see what happens. We have our first real battle of the game here, and... wow. Air Camu definitely comes out on top. Those skirmishers put in work, getting rid of those pikes, which allowed the superior number of scouts to dominate. And, well, I say dominate, but the KD is only 6-4. And it's about to even up with both of these scouts going down to that spearman. This spearman is feeling really proud of himself right now. Oh, dang, this is bad. Just a bunch of skirmishers versus a scout. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So lots of blood being spilled. KD slightly in Air Camu's favor, and I think X-Raven is is going to be okay with this, though, because, you know, this is all just army that's been killed. He hasn't been pressured at all in his base. He's got these really, really good walls. And, yeah, we'll see. He's got some good farming eco, got some berries he can pick. He could be on his way to the castle age shortly. Oh, but these villagers are not in the safe walls. He has no gold within the walls. Ooh, that is a problem, potentially. Is he going to lose this villager? He could if he leaves him out here. He needs to keep the army production up if he wants this gold. And he does want this gold. He needs the gold. This is a very important location. What's going on over here? Blue units? Oh, there's a bunch of geese just chilling. Chilling geese. I'll update you on what those geese are doing later. So, villagers are exposed, but the army production has been good enough to keep them safe from Air Camus's aggression. And these players are really even. 15 to 15 KD. Very nice micro. And that spearman's gonna die. And here come the scouts. Ooh, they might get a kill this time. Oh, but one of them's pretty weak. Go for the Vills. Go for the Vills! No, he's scared. Or he just really wants to kill that skirmisher. I don't know which. But the Vills are all right here. And there's not a whole lot of army protecting them. Ooh. Getting some more production buildings. X-Raven, let's go. Might be too late, though. The army's already here. KD is starting to swing in Air Camus's favor. 23 to 17. That's decent. Still no Vil kills, though. Oh. But something that I didn't even notice in all this chaos. X-Raven has clicked up. He is headed to the Castle Age. What does he want in the Castle Age? Maybe knights. Just a couple knights would clear all this feudal army. No reason to go camels yet, I would say. Except for that they're cheaper. So it's extra value for you. Let's see what we do. We got a knight and a camel. One of each. He split the difference. Oh, dang. Let's quickly check on the home base for Air Camus. Lots of farming here as well. And he's also clicked up. And he's been completely unpressured, so that's good for him, but he's totally unwalled, so when the pressure does come, he might be in trouble. Alright. Oh, TC to protect this. This is beautiful. This is such a good TC. So necessary. Alright. So Air Camus's army is retreating. Full retreat mode. They cannot handle this knight and this camel. No way. These skirmishers are looking pretty dead. That KD is about to swing right back to even. There goes the camel, and there goes... there goes the spear. Castle Age army is growing for the Byzantine player. Oh, and a third TC. Interesting. So he's going for more of a boomy approach, even though he's got all this army. And there goes the trade cart. No! No, F's in the chat for that trade cart. He was just doing his job. There will never be another like him. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I should check to see. Alright, we're good. We good. So, counteroffensive now from X-Raven. The chaos may begin to favor the Byzantine player now. That is a lot of spears, though. He's waiting for that pikeman upgrade, and here it is. Turn around and fight. Oh, he wants to be on their TC as well. He's a very going for the absolute best circumstance. And blue backs up. Yeah. Engaging this group of cavalry would be a very high value play for Air Camu, and that's why blue is just backing up. How are you going to deal with all these pikes, X-Raven? How? Scouts aren't going to do it. That's not going to work, buddy. Oh, interesting, though. 0 blacksmith upgrades for X-Raven. It has been a pretty hectic game, so might just be an oversight and not an intentional thing. Does he have a blacksmith? He surely does, yeah. There it is. But the blacksmith has been idle. He's on vacation. Blacksmith goes on vacation, never comes back. Okay, walling up the choke. You love to see it. It's a very good tactical way to use your buildings, although there is a little gap here for this trade cart. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Maybe he'll plug that gap. Yeah, gap's getting plugged, and then if he wants to go through, that gate will go up someday, ideally. Goose check. The geese are gone. So they must have been eaten. Oh, there they are. They have not been eaten yet. They're just chilling. Although, they may not be long for this world. Alright. So far there has been 0 response, appropriate response to X-Raven's pikes. So he's just going to batter down, poke down this siege workshop. Well, he might poke it down. It's taken a little bit. He's going to make his own. But only 2 TCs versus 3. And no relics yet. No monastery yet. You know, I think a monastery would be a really good move for Air Camu. I think he's got the wood for it. It's seems like an oversight to me, just like the lack of upgrades is an oversight for X-Raven. Oh, but this defensive castle is going to shut down this attack utterly and completely. What are you going to do against this? Yeah, you're going to back up. Back the heck up. The battering ram can finish the job, though. That siege workshop will not stand without repairs. Will not. Okay. So, yeah, massive Vil lead for X-Raven. Third and fourth town center coming up for Lithuanians. Okay, and they will be able to produce out of them too with the extra food that Lithuanians get for each town center. But is it going to be enough to help them catch up? X-Raven has had the Vil lead for a while. And, ooh, Cataphracts. Now that's an answer to pikemen. You know, I would have expected skirmishers, because they're cheaper. I would have expected maybe, what am I trying to say? Scorpions. Scorpions are really good, I think, against, you need like 3 or 4 scorpions. They do great against pikemen. But cataphracts, I mean, they definitely work. They're expensive to upgrade completely. And now he's finally remembered the blacksmith. Here it comes. Scale barding armor for the caddies. And it's completely walled. Is there a hole? Either way, that's 2 Vills dead for Air Camus. So, no. It is not complete. I mean, there is no hole, but this Siege Workshop may go down. So these chokes have been very impactful. They've really driven where the action has been. But, oh, has this always been a choke? They just have never gone through here, I guess. They've mutually decided to ignore this gap and only fight in the middle. They're just going to wall this up. Nobody's allowed in this area. But I like the vision for Air Camus. Air Camus does not want to be surprised by chopping through, or if we get to the castle or Imperial Age, well, only on the left side of the map. On this side, who knows what could be happening? Who knows? Yeah, neither player terribly interested in the right side of the map. It's all about the center, baby. All about the center. X-Raven still has about a 30 Vil lead. And it shows big time in the score. A full 1,000 points ahead. But positive for Air Camus, he's up to Imperial Age first. What can he do with Imperial? Oh no. Not the trade cart. No, don't do it! Why would you do that? Why? Alright. X-Raven has claimed the center market. Only X-Raven is allowed to trade there. So help him. I'm pretty sure you can't build on this sand either, so can't like wall over here or anything. Alright. X-Raven is clicked up, and now we have a little bit of a lull. Both players hiding behind their walls. Massing up army, getting ready for the next conflict. Goose check. They're still here. At this point, I think they'll just live for the rest of the game. These 4 geese are best buds. And they're the pets now. They're X-Raven's pets. Maybe instead of X-Raven, we should call him X-Goosen. Or X-Geese. Friend of nature. Okay. So we're seeing some Latus come out now. Now my question is, does X-Raven have any idea about the Latus? Well, he knows there's a castle, so you know the Latus is a possibility. But he doesn't see the Latus at all. And what does... So neither player has done too much scouting into the opponent's base. Like, all Air Camus knows about is this central area. And all... X-Raven doesn't even know really about the central area. He just sees the TC, a couple barracks, archeranes, and 1 castle. Here come the Latus! The Latus are coming! So the defense for the Latus is going to be these crossbowmen, which I like. Actually, they're going to be ARBs in 30 seconds. Upgrades do look better, though, for Air Camus. Has he made a monastery? Okay, he made a monastery, and he's got 2 relics. 2 relics, better than nothing. So these Latus and these Knights are going to be a little more spicy than normal. They're going to pack a bigger punch. Okay, what's he attacking with this? I don't think this range is Is he attacking the stable? He can just barely reach the stable. So he's looking to make an opening. Alright. Arbs and Cataphracts. Not a comp that I necessarily expected going into this. I thought camels would play a bigger role, and perhaps they will in a bit. But that is a very scary army. And Air Camus wants nothing to do with it. Retreat! Leave the Trebs and run! Well, this Treb's getting out, but that other Treb had no chance. None. Alright, middle. Control of the middle is firmly back in X-Raven's hands. But he can't really push this position, not without siege. Can't really, no, he can't at all. Like, this would be suicide. They just all die. He'd probably take out the gate, and that's about it. Then all his units would die. But fortunately for X-Raven, he's got a trebuchet, and he's making one more. The villager disparity is shrinking. Air Camus has about caught up in vills, but the res collected is... that's of huge difference. 4.3 or 43k to 55k, over 10k difference. X-Raven probably should have done something with that extra res by now, but he has not yet. Well, no, he hasn't. Look, he's just floating a bunch of res. And he's got this huge army that's just waiting for something to open up. So, this is still anyone's game, you guys. Anybody could win this game. Is this market invincible? It doesn't look invincible. It's got 1800 health. Ooh, pikes. Or halberdier upgrade for X-Raven. That's huge. He doesn't... oh, and elite Latus. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of castles back here. If X-Raven wants to commit to the to the Cataphract, they have no production issues. Not with 5 in the front and 1 in the back. That's plenty of castles to... oh, I think this is invincible, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe it doesn't take damage because it's considered on his team, or it's neutral or something. Anyway. Those skirms hopefully will target the Arbs, but... oh. And we have some monks trying to convert the Cataphracts. If the conversions come in... oh my goodness. I think this is a huge win for green, actually. All the Cataphracts are dead. Arbs have to run. Arbs are probably all dead. Or at least most of them, because they're still chasing with these elite skirms. Massive cleanup for Air Camus. But he doesn't have a whole lot left himself. And he has no opening to push through, so... it is a good thing for him, but... it is not decisive. It's still an even game. Alright, both of the... oh. We have Onager coming in for Air Camus. He might try an Onager cut through... where might he cut through? I guess probably over here. Scouting update. It's going to be hard to catch blue off guard unless you go way over here. As for green, yeah, he's got outposts everywhere. Love the vision, love it. Okay, we got another big battle. Oh, and a bunch more Arbs, holy cow. He lost like 35 or something, and now he's just, oh, there's more where that came from. A lot more. And these arbs look like they're holding pretty well. They're definitely losing a few here or there, but very, very nice spot for them on top of this hill. Or rather, this isn't really a hill, but there's a valley down here, so this is a bad spot for Aircamu to be hanging out. Okay, so we've got the camel switch. The cataphracts were not the play. Camels are the play, so says X-Raven. We're going to go camels, hussar, and arb. What's the gold situation? Gold. You got 0 on gold for X-Raven. Is he out of gold? Okay, this might be starting to be where he spent all his gold on Arbalesters, and now there's none left that I can see. There is 7,000 gold on the map, but where is it all? I don't know. But we have a serious incursion potentially from X-Raven. This castle may go down. That is 3 trebs. Very nicely protected. But onagers could get some juicy shots against these arbs. We'll see if they're paying attention. They're backing up for some reason. Probably scared of those those onagers. But this castle's gone. It's dead. This castle is toast. And well, he's diving for that treb. What? This does not seem like the fight you want, Aircamu. You just threw away all your latest. Both players are pop cap though, so I guess they're okay with it. Their queues are full. They're at about 200. We need to see... Oh, actually the Lithuanian player now has the Vil lead. Okay. Might actually be overboomed. We'll see. 22 on gold for Aircamu. Where is all the... Oh, here is all the gold. Almost all the gold is right here, and there's a little bit over here. So yeah. Aircamu does not know that X-Raven is out of gold. He does not know this, most likely. But he might notice that there aren't very many Arbalest reinforcements. Pretty much all the gold now is going to have to be spent on siege for X-Raven. Siege and trash, that's all that remains for him. Aircamu can sustain Lithuanian latest production for a while longer. Still got 22 on gold. So this might just come down to, hey, you wasted your gold units on all those cataphracts and it didn't work out. That might be the end of this game. Now, cataphracts did make a lot of sense when he saw all those pikes. But Aircamu did not really go heavy on pikes, so cataphracts against Latus. I prefer the Latus. They're more cost efficient. They ignore melee armor. They're just so spicy. Well, the KD is pretty solidly in favor of X-Raven, but he can't break through this. I mean, he took down one castle, but there's still another. These trebs need to get out of here. These trebs are going to fall. Wait, did he delete that? Or did this bombard cannon destroy the gate? I don't know. But these Trebs might be dead. That's a lot of Hussar. Nope, the Trebs are okay. The Trebs are fine. And did he delete a bunch of vills? Now he's only got 140. Needs more space for military, I guess. Makes sense to me. He's got one very precious bombard cannon. This bombard cannon is the most valuable unit, literally and symbolically, in the army. If this bombard cannon goes down, it is a massive loss for X-Raven. And it's still alive. It's going to need to be repaired, though. Okay. So now we're seeing Lithuanian Winged Hussar. Let's go, the Winged Hussar here. And Latus. Winged Hussar, Latus, Skirms and Halbs. Versus just a few Arbs and mostly Byzantine Hussar and Halbs. Oh, there's 2 bombard cannons now. Sick. Okay, but you might want to back these bombard cannons up, because the battle is not going in your favor right now. Oh dear. One bombard cannon is dead. Ooh, and the other one is dead. Oh. Oh, that hurts. That hurts for X-Raven. He's never going to be able to break through these fortifications now. Although he does have a ton of wood and food. I'm sure the prices are pretty bad at the market, but he could sell quite a bit and still be okay. But losing those 2 bomber cannons hurts big time. So it looks like those onagers were not for chopping through. It looks like it was to counter the arbalesters. Everything is going to be won or lost based off of this central choke. The central choke is all that matters. Now, I know you have the gold advantage for now. How's your gold pile looking? Oh, you still got a fair amount. But it's running lower. 2,000 gold left in the pile. So you still have access to gold units, but I still wouldn't want to be fighting in that valley. That is Death Valley right there. That valley has seen some things. Hey, Full Heart Floral. How's it going? We're casting some AoE 2 leagues, and this first game has been... Oh, he did chop through. He chopped through right here. Are you going to send a bunch of Hussar, Winged Hussar, go through the gap? Or what's the plan? I don't really like this onager here. It's going to die. And it's dead. But he's chopped through. He has yet to use it, this new hole that he made. And blue X-Raven has yet to react to this hole, except he is going to say, no more hole, or the hole will not get bigger, but the hole is still here. He's not trying to wall it off or anything. How did my AoE 2 tournament go? That was crazy. How many X-Raven? We got some chatter here. How many relics do you have? He says no, but he also says 2. So yeah, they both know how many relics they have. I believe X-Raven seems to think that Air Camu should be out of gold, but he is not. He is not out of gold yet. He's running lower, but he's not out. So we'll see what he can do with the the gold he has before he ends up in the same spot as X-Raven. My AoE 2 tournament went great. I would like to talk about it more, but I can't right now. There's too much action. Remind me when we have a lull. Maybe like in the beginning of next game or before we get started on the next game something. Oh, what? We have a bombard tower. Interesting. So this is being walled by the center is in the control of Air Camu big time. But he can't push out from here. The defense is holding strong. This castle might go down though. These trebs look pretty protected. Although one onager does go down. That's expensive. There's a bombard tower. Alright. That's going to be really annoying. And here comes another one. Bombard tower is not something you see too often. But I like it. Because X-Raven's out of gold. Wait, where did he get all that gold? He must have sold a bunch of food. And the Vil count is completely even right now. Both players, I feel like, have researched all the techs they can research. We are running very low on gold. Where's the gold? Trade? Is that all the gold he has? The trade units? Dude! He's out of gold in his stockpiles, but he's still got the middle, which means he can trade with this neutral market. He will never run out of gold. How much gold are they bringing back each trip? 30 gold each trip. So it's more than just a trickle. It's like a small flow, but that is going to be enough to eventually grind X-Raven down. Because he doesn't have any kind of trickle except for his 2 relics. And let me tell you, 2 relics is not a lot. It's not going to get you very far. Not even if you're the Aztecs. How does he have 1,000 gold? What is he spending his gold on? Nothing. He's just... Oh, he's got some bombard cannons. There they go. Alright, these bombard cannons are going to try and snipe these trebs before the castle goes down. Will they be in time? They got to run from the halbs. Oh, dear. There goes one. And... Oh, there goes 2. There goes 3. All the bombards are dead. I think this is over. Oh, it's not over. I think over is the wrong word. I'm sorry. It's inevitable.
You hear that?
X-Raven.
That is the sound of inevitability.
I believe the conclusion is set. Air Camu has the market. He can trade. He's not going to run out of gold. X-Raven, he has 1,000 gold left, but his bombard cannons have not been very effective. They took down that bombard tower. They might take down this one, but he lost a castle. We'll see where X-Raven... Oh, what is this? 5 trebs. I know T90 says no no trickle trebbing, but 5 maybe overkill. I might have wanted to see more Latus or something with that gold. Because even though he's got 17 trade carts, it's still like not like he's banking up a ton of gold either. It's basically sustaining a decent number of Latus and onagers. So the Byzantines have cheaper trash. That is very helpful for them right now. But the Lithuanians have better trash in that they move faster. And they have a unique tech, I think, which makes them tankier too. Let me double check on that. One sec. Let me look at the tech tree over here. Lithuanians. Yeah. Spearmen and skirmishers get extra pierce armor if they research tower shields. So, in this post-imperial setting, oh man, 70 on food, and it's running low. Might need to get a little bit more on food. So resource bank, food and wood in favor of X-Raven, gold in favor of Air Camus. This has been walled off. This never did anything. This was the most pointless chop through ever. Goose check. The geese are still chilling. Let's go. Alright. 2 of the trebs have gone down. X-Raven has his own treb and a bombard cannon. I think this guy might be dead. Is he going to be able to repair it or something? Nope. That's a dead treb. Faux show. Okay. Well. These guys are really giving it all they got. The KD just passed 1,000. Air Camus has just passed 1,000 kills. And X-Raven's going to catch up to that as well. Or I think the KD is going to remain in Air Camus' favor, but X-Raven will pass 1,000 kills soon. Man, what a meat grinder of a game. What? Coinage? I don't think that helps you, X-Raven. What does coinage do? Coinage does... reduces fee tributes. Yeah. That is the opposite of help. You can't be wasting gold on that. Every little bit helps, bruh. Bruh.
Bruh.
Dude's rated. Maybe he thought it was that other thing that means when you trade, you get more money for each when you sell like food for gold, you get a little bit extra gold, you know, makes the market prices a little bit better. Maybe that's what he thought he was getting, but that's not what he got. Now if he decides to pay tribute to Air Camus, he's going to pay a little bit less on taxes. Yeah. That's like that's unfortunate. That's like half of a treb right there worths of gold that he just gave up. Anyway, I'll move on from that talking point. We got a couple trebs. We got 37 trading carts. So many trading carts. And yet he cannot be broken. X-Raven cannot be broken. Byzantine trash has been good enough to hold, but now we have a lot. These trebs are advancing. The central choke is what is most important, apparently. It's the only thing that matters. And Air Camus got it. Oh my goodness, is this fortified wall? Dang. Ooh, here come 4 bombards. Let's see if these 4 do better than the last group of 4. And they're backing up. Ooh, I think it's gonna go down. Nope. He saved it. Alright. Trying to double click. So there's only... Okay, so 2 of them did die anyway somehow. Probably taken down by the skirms. Yep, and there goes the last one. Ready? Oh, it's dancing. Oh, it's dead. Yep. Neither player can really break the other. And these 2 bombard cannons are definitely not going to last. Oh my gosh. What is this game? Neither player will break. Air Camu's been breaking like a castle here or there. And X-Raven got one as well, but... And yeah, KD is over 1,000 for both players. When is this gonna end? Well, I can tell you one thing. This is not gonna be a wood game. There's a lot of wood on this map. And I'm quite positive that the Air Camu's trade is gonna make a difference before the wood count does. But why can't, with all the gold that he's making, how much gold has he made this game in trade? Economy, he's got 7,000 gold from trade. So he's had 7,000 extra gold to work with, and he still can't break X-Raven. He can't break through. X-Raven has the cheap trash. Air Camu has the pierce resistant trash and faster moving, but it hasn't been enough. 17k wood. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I don't know about that castle. If it goes up, it's huge, but I guess he walled in his vills, so unless some skirmishers come over here, they're not going to be able to deny it. And then he could put his trebs in and he could knock down this castle, maybe even that TC. It's different. Okay, it goes up. And that's going to be picking off reinforcements as they come in. But it is in a really easy place to get treb down. And yeah, it's going to get treb down, I think. It's going to be very difficult for Air Camu to snipe any of these trebs. But he's going for it. He's going. Wait, where's the defense? Where's the defense? Quick 8, quick 8. Oh, ho, ho. Pog. Pog. That villager is the MVP. If X-Raven wins this game, it's because of that vill. This castle cannot be allowed to stand. But it is standing. It is doing just fine. There's 2 trebs here, but they're downhill, so they're doing less damage than they'd like to be doing. Against these Byzantine castles. Extra HP on these Byzantine castles. Oh, baby. Here, 7 trebuchets. 8 trebuchets, that'll do it. That'll knock down a castle or 2. But this castle is also running low. It's less than half health. And these trebuchets are completely safe behind that quick gate. Unless, wait, what? Paladin? Why switch to Paladin? Because they're tankier, I guess? Tankier than latest, letting you run under things. They don't. Okay, those trebs have been sniped. So this castle will stay up. And that castle, X-Raven's castle, will fall. If these 8 trebs can be protected, This might be GG. This might be where X-Raven calls it. Very even score, though. I wouldn't give up if I were X-Raven. Not yet. No way. Why? Because look at the score. I don't like to give up unless the score tells me that I'm getting owned and also I feel like I'm getting owned. Even if I have a big score like problem, if I feel like I have a, an actual winning play, oh my goodness, how many volleys is this going to take? 1, 2, 3 volleys is going to take this castle down if these Trebs can stay alive. Can they? There's Paladin here. That's going to be hard to kill. That's one castle down. Yeah. I would not like this at all if I were X-Raven. Losing these castles is very demoralizing. 7 Trebs still. Can they keep up the production? These Trebs might all die. Look at, there's so much more blue than there is green. But they're focused on the Paladin and trash units and leaving the Trebuchets alone. Lots of production buildings going down for blue. They all go down in one volley. 7 Trebs is no joke. Why are they still standing? How are these Trebuchets still alive? There goes one. And now they're all, I think, about to fall real quick here. Yep. Now they did. But Air Camu can make more. He's got 48 trading carts. I mean, why not? Gold is king. I want to say it's post-Imperial, but it's not. Not for Air Camu. It's post-Imperial for X-Raven. He's been running on fumes gold-wise for a while. What he needs to do now with his next batch of Trebs is like stick him right here. And he could knock down all of this stuff. That castle, this town center, all these production buildings. Raid. Even if he does get in a massive raid, it's not going to do anything for a long time. X-Raven has massive
Track for land!
12k. Now that's down. 12k is down from the 17k of wood that he had before. But that's still a very healthy stockpile of wood. Air Camu, he's comfortable. He's got a little bit more well-rounded resource stockpile. He's got gold, he's got food, got a little bit of stone even, he's got it all. Oh my gosh. Is this game going to hit the 2-hour mark? I think it won't. I think the gold income for Air Camu is going to be pretty decisive in a short time here. X-Raven can't keep getting away with this. He can't keep... Well, he hasn't really been fending off. He lost 2 castles. But he hasn't really been... his villagers haven't been in danger either. You know, it's just been castles and production buildings that have been going down. And hordes of trash units. He is in full trash unit spam mode. But he does have 2 bombard cannons coming out somewhere. Where are those? He's got one over here. So he wants to make a play for this forward castle. And I can't blame him. That castle is a thorn in his side. It's picking off resources, or picking off reinforcements, and just being annoying. You can't even get at these Repairvilles without getting chopped down. Okay. Well, I guess now is as good a time as I need to talk about the Age of Empires tournament I was in. So I was in an Age of Empires tournament. It was a custom Civ tournament. Very fun. I made it to the finals, which I played yesterday. And I lost the first game. I had a custom Civ that was focused on a huge infantry spike. Power spike. Free. Here's the next siege. Next siege push here. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think this is... Yeah, this looks like it's over. Look at this. 26 Paladin. What are you going to do against 26 Paladin? Without gold? Where's all your halbs? They're scattered. The Paladin should be going for the farmers. That's what I think. Go for raids on the farmers. Ignore the production buildings. There's too many of them. That's what the siege is for. I really can't talk about my tournament. There's just too much. Too much happening on the screen. We'll go back to it. Someday. Somehow. Okay. Both players are still pop capped. Production full. X-Raven has kind of given up on the skirms. And why would you want skirms against paladins? Seems like a bad move, so I approve. Look at this. 202 halberdiers in queue. Over 200. This is insane. He can't keep holding forever. There's no way. Both have decided that 133 eco is the ideal ratio. 133 eco, 77 military. Well, between this ball of skirmishers and the... Oh, when did all of the paladins die? I guess all of those halberdiers got him. Oh, here goes the trade. He's making a run for the trade. The fact that this market is invincible is really, really good for Air Camu. It's a huge deal. But he's still got 46 on trade, and that gold income has made such a big difference. But it's still been really, really hard for him to break X-Raven. If X-Raven had the middle and he had that slow trickle of income, I think he would have won. Considering how well he's played on the defensive here. If Air Camu didn't have all these gold units, he'd be screwed. As it is, he just barely has the edge and is clawing his way forward inch by inch, step by step. Ooh, is this castle going down? We have 4 trebs, but this one is in range of the castle. I don't think the castle's going down. The trebs can't decide whether they want to be up or down, and now they're down again. Castle's going to stay up. And will any of them get sniped? We have a couple paladins coming over. No. Trebs are fine. All 3 trebs, wow, they really got squished together there. X-Raven, come on. You gotta see the writing on the wall. Like, I appreciate you giving it the old college try. And it doesn't look that bad. Like, your base looks pretty okay. But now you know that he's trading. He has been trading with this market with 50 trading carts. So you know that he's got gold and you don't. You know you can't sustain this forever. Alright. His wood count is down to 7k. He had a high of 17k, so this is progress for Air Camus. Ooh, the trebs have rolled around. They're coming in from the side. This castle's going down. You can't stand against 4 trebuchets like this. Ain't no way. You can't repair it fast enough. You can't snipe these trebs. This forward position is looking a little bit more precarious now. Although if you were to snipe those trebs, that would be a huge loss for X-Raven. He can't get through this wall of halberdiers, though. Still over 150 halbs in queue. And we need to back up. Back those trebs up for Air Camus. Run away! Oh, wait. We got some paladins coming in for a raid. Where are they going? They're going all the way to the back of the base. Is this the first time he's been back here? He has never seen what's back here before. And there are... Wait, what are these? Just... what? Smoke monkeys. That's a lot of attack. What are the... There's smoke monkeys. Okay. Well, he's in the wood. He's only got 19 on wood. Oh, nope, now he's got 30 on wood. So this is actually kind of a big deal. I think it's the first real raid that we've seen from Air Camus. But he needs to hold this middle. He needs to protect his trade. That's what's giving him the edge right now. If he loses a bunch of his trade units, an X-Raven could win? What? No! All of this trade needs to mean something. It needs to mean something. He's gotten $23,000 from trading. 23,000 gold. How is this happening? He's trying to raid. He can't. He only has 3. What's he gonna find with those? I don't know. Okay, looks like he's stabilizing in the middle. He has gone down to 46 trade carts. Ooh, terrifying. And he can't really do too much underneath the castle. X-Raven just has so many castles. But the more of these castles get picked off, more of these castles get trebbed down by Air Camus, the more the villagers will be exposed to raids. How many do we have left? Castles for blue, we have 5 still. He could still make this Byzantine cataphracts. If he thought that was the play. Oh, we got some more chat. I guess what? I guess you're... Do you remember Andre versus Rubenstock? Hold on a second. Did I miss something? Did they say anything before I guess? Show me the chat. Show me the chat message. Do you remember Andre versus Rubenstock? Yeep. Okay, I don't know what he said before, I guess, if anything was said. I actually don't remember Andre versus Rubenstock. So if anyone in the chat knows what happened there, feel free to educate me. I'm assuming it was another very long, grindy game like this one. Okay, guess what, guys? Both players have reached over 2,000 kills. 2,000 each. This game, okay, it looks like my prediction was going to be wrong. I predicted that the gold income for Air Camu would win him the game before the 2-hour mark. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. We got 2 minutes. Oh, he's going ARBs now? Why ARBs? To just flex and show him that he can make them? They are pretty good against these... Oh, I see. He's taking advantage of the fact that X-Raven hasn't been making any skirms. So he's like, well, no skirms? That's free real estate for my ARBs then. And they are getting a lot of kills. These ARBs have already gotten 100 kills. And there's only 20 of them. So ARBs, Onagers, and a couple Paladins. Oh, these guys are about to die, though. I'm lagging. Yep. And here goes... Oh, man, that... You guys... When is this going to end? Both players have two-man saw and crop rotation. My game is lagging out. Can't handle this. We're starting to get to the corner of the wood. This is still alone. Okay, you know what? X-Raven is now down to 3,600 wood. That's the lowest he's been in forever. It's actually below Air Camu. He is winning this grind. He is. It's how low is it going to have to get though before X-Raven resigns? Probably he won't resign until I'll be back in 6 hours when I have gold for spies. Oh my gosh. I have no gold, yeah. We know that. Air Camu knows that. So he's not going to give up. Air Camu knows his win condition. Just maintain his gold production and creep forward bit by bit. Now, it's been a long time since he's creeped forward. He's just been hanging out in the middle. So, oh man, he's having a hard time protecting these onagers. What? That one is at 3 HP. And there it goes. Hey, Taco Bell! How's it going? Long time no see. Dude, this is the grindiest game I have ever... Not I have ever seen, but grindiest game I've ever casted, that's for sure. I've seen other people cast some longer games. I guess this one could be longer. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. X-Raven is still in it. I don't think he's in it to win it. I don't think he can win. Not without any gold. but oh, big shot on himself. You've visited. You've always been a Byzantine boy. You're cheering for X-Raven. That's fair, but I'm afraid you might be disappointed. See, X-Raven's issue, he has no gold. This game has been going on for over 2 hours, and he ran out of gold like 45 minutes ago. So he's just been making trash units, aka units that cost no gold, and somehow he's held on this far. But Eric Camu's got the middle with this trade. That means forever gold. Forever stronger units. I don't know how he hasn't won yet. Byzantine cheaper trash is kind of OP, I guess. Can't even remember the last time you were here? Yeah. You've been Byzantine. What can you say? But you're here now. And that's what matters. I suppose you've started school again, probably, right? That would make you, that would take up some time. Hope that's going well. So we have some Paladin. And not too many Helbs. Oh my goodness. So we have over 100 Hussar, Skirmisher, and Halberdier in the queue for X-Raven. He is... I will say this for X-Raven. His production queue has been off the charts. It's been phenomenal. Then had your birthday. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to Taco Bell. Spend all your free time playing or watching videos of what? You can't leave me hanging like that. Watching videos of what? Okay. Your new game? What's your new game? I thought you were a chess bro or a tennis dude. You branching out? You getting new interests? Variety is the spice of life. I approve. We can always make our lives a little bit spicier. Axis and Allies 1914. Like the board game? Wait, 1914? That doesn't make sense. That's before World War II. That's before World War I, isn't it? No, it's during World War I? 1940. Okay. Yeah. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I got Axis and Allies in my basement somewhere, but I haven't played it in a long time. I have not done World War I Axis and Allies, which they weren't called that, right? They were... My knowledge of World War I is so much worse than my knowledge of World War II. It's crazy. I know that, it was the trench warfare and Franz Ferdinand and the Great War, it was called at first. Very bloody, very terrifying. But as far as more... I want 2 turkeys. The Entente, yes, exactly. See, that's the thing that I couldn't think of. I knew there was a different name for it. Entente versus Central Powers. So why is it called Axis and Allies then? Just for branding, I guess? My goodness. Alright, I think these paladin are fine. Here's the turkeys. The turkeys are here. These guys are at over 2 hours and they are still having a great time. The theme of the bad guy is the Germans, the weak ally, and the foreigners. Okay, who is the weak ally in World War One? Or is that Italy? Or France definitely did a lot better in World War One than they did in World War Two. They might be considered the weak ally in World War Two. But not in World War One. Austria-Hungary. Italy was on our side. What? No, Italy was in the Axis. Or are you saying they were so bad it was like they were on our side? They were pretty bad. Okay. Here we go. That's round 27. At least these guys are having a sense of humor about it. Okay, so he's got 32 paladins, getting him healed up by his monks. I love it. Entente. Interesting, interesting. So, I know if you do Axis and Allies for World War II, that is a 5-player game. Is World War One Axis and Allies also a 5-player game? Or who do you play as if you do the World War One version? Okay, I am out of water. Yeah, I think I do. Because the one that I have, you play as USA, England, Germany, Germany, Japan, and USSR. Those are the 5 countries you get to be. That's a lot of halbs. Is this game ever going to end? Both players are still at 200 pop. What is he trying to say? I'm quite certain he's not swearing. Oh my gosh! Luftwaffe. Get out of here with that. These guys don't have anywhere else to be. Okay, you know what? Okay, alright. We got more information. 1942 is USA, UK, USSR, Germany, and Japan. Check. That's what I have those. What? 1940 has those. But the UK is split into 2 powers. Plus there's Anzac, China, and France. What is Anzac? And Italy. Anzac? Never heard of them. Okay, I think these paladins are finally gonna bust through and do something. Maybe. Oh, these monks. These poor monks. Now there's only 3 of them. Australia, New Zealand Army Corps. Okay. Alright. Wow, so how many players is that then? That's 6, 7, 8. Can you play 9 players with that then? 1940 version? Dude. That's a lot of players. Can you actually find 9 people to play that game? I was never able to get enough people that wanted to play. That was my problem. I don't think I ever got a full. I'm sure at least one time I got the full 5 for Axis and Allies, but usually it was we were only playing with like 3 or 4 people, and one player would be doing 1 or 2 players who played a couple different nations. I can't imagine finding 9 players that would be committed to that game. It's a real commitment right there. Oh, you do 2-player. I see. I get it. Yeah. Poor France. They will never live down World War II. Who is the real loser of World War II? Is it Germany and Japan? Or is it France? People don't make Germany or Japan jokes, but we do still joke about the French getting steamrolled. Why are the streets of France lined with trees? The streets of Paris lined with trees? So the Germans can stroll in the shade. Old school joke. Yeah, they definitely officially lost. There's no denying that. But why don't we make fun of them? And yet we make fun of France. All right. Air Camu, X Raven. How long you guys doing this for? This game is not going to 3 hours. Ooh. 6 bombard cannons. A guy is trying to sell French rifles. Never fired, dropped once. Ha! That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so we got some raids coming in. These bombard cannons, I think, will definitely take out this castle. I think they will. I think it might finally be over. Is it finally over for X-Raven? Oh, man. This game is definitely... It better have the record for the longest game in this league because... Holy cow. 2.5 hours. And his base still looks like this. He still looks fine. He's fine. His wood count has gone up actually since before. It's gone up to 11k. He was down to 5k at some point. What is this? Okay, so now we have some not siege rams, capped rams. The Lithuanians get siege rams? I don't know. My Spotify list is finished. These guys! These jokers! They're just vibing over here. Meanwhile, Air Camu's KD, he's killed over 4,000 units. Oh my goodness. But X-Raven just keeps making more. Byzantine, cheap, trash unit OP. He cannot be broken. He will never surrender. X-Raven is like the Japanese. Fight to the last man. Okay, we're not at that point yet. We're not at that point. It's not like he's sending Vils to hiding in the corners. You know, he is got a very healthy looking base. But bit by bit, step by step, centimeter by centimeter, Air Camu is making progress. I feel like Air Camu knows he will inevitably win eventually. Because he's got that gold income. He's got the trade carts. He's got the market. And both players know that X-Raven has no gold. So why is X-Raven still playing? I guess he's just saying, prove it. Prove that your gold can take down my base. And so far, he hasn't been able to prove it. I mean, he's gotten a little bit of the base, but mostly he's been stuck in this middle area. Oh, man. I said I was going to cast 6 games tonight. I may not get to all 6 games. We may just have 4 games tonight, you guys. I'm definitely going to need a break after this one. Holy cow. Okay, the castle went down, though. That's actually huge. That is a big deal. But all this stuff is going to go down. He's got so many units. How do you have so many? Bro. His stockpiles keep going up. How does he keep getting more resources? Even though he's losing so many units. Repairs coming in for this trebuchet, actually huge. Winged Hussar, Skirmisher. Alright. I don't think these Rams are going to live very long. They're going to get taken down by the Hussar and Halberdiers. Oh, there goes one thing. Trebuchet's getting sniped by the Paladins. That's a big deal. If this town center can fall, that would be another big deal for Air Camu. But for now, well, he's not garrisoning anything, so both players are still at 200 pop, though, combined with their Qs. Oh my goodness. Why? I assume Air Camu's got a new playlist started. X-Raven's podcast is probably wrapping up. You guys. Bruh. Oh! Okay. Taco Bell, if you're still there, I have news. I got a new text-to-speech thing. It's pretty fun. You may want to try it out. Okay, so we got some bombard towers. I don't know if I like the bombard towers or a castle more. The nice thing about bombard towers is that they don't cost only stone, they have a gold cost. I mean, normally that's not the nice thing, but for Air Camu that's a nice thing because that means he doesn't have to spend as much stone. Stone is... You don't want to be selling a lot of your gold for stone, I would say. Oh my goodness. This game is not going to hit the 3-hour mark. Please tell me we're not going to 3 hours. Like, I wouldn't mind a long game if I felt like it was actually anybody's game. I just feel like it's inevitable for Air Camu. That's what I feel like. He says 1. X-Raven says 1. He's just slowly improving his position, moving forward with bombard towers and a ton of skirmishers and cavalry. Skirm and cavalry. That's his composition, and he's sticking with it. These Hussar might have something to say about those skirmishers, though. If he could get his skirms to target the halbs, then his cavalry could wreck. Did he just research something? I swear the radius just increased for these bombard towers. What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh no, are you kidding me? His wood stockpile got back up to 17k for a second. And there it is again, 17k! How is he doing this? How is he making so many units and still banking resources the way he is? Alright. He's got to call it soon. He's got to. He's out of gold. He's not even trying to make siege anymore. I don't think. He could make trebuchets. He's got a few castles still, but... And no player has tried to go through the edges. No player has thought, hey, let's go through the edge. I bet my opponent won't be ready. Well, actually, Air Camu is very ready. He's walled up. At least on this side. Over here, he could lose quite a few vills if X-Raven went through. But they both would see it coming. He called it! He finally called it! 2 hours, 44 minutes. Oh. Final KD, 5,151 to 3,058. X-Raven made 2,700 halberdiers. Oh, unbelievable. X-Raven had so much more res collected. Wow. Your next game better not go like this. Otherwise, I'm only casting 2 games tonight. Insane. Actually insane. 55,000 trade profit. That's what won him the game. He held the middle, and he started trading. Average APM of 39. Holy cow. Okay, let's get out of here.